because the whole cosmic climate is to supporting growth. If you want to growth, whatever the project you're doing, the company you're maintaining, or business you're doing, or your learning process, you want to expand in it, this is a season to expand everything. It's the spiritual core of the solar term of Li Xia resides in nurturing growth in aligned with the seasons and mindfully safeguarding the vitality of life. That's the basic meaning of Li Xia. Okay? Vitality of life. You want to protect. You want to safeguard the vitality of life. Talking about, then we're going to review a little bit more character and the cultural connotation. Let's say there are 5 seasons in ancient China. Spring, summer, or late summer actually should be translated in the long summer, 长夏, then autumn, 秋, and then winter, 冬. It corresponds to 5 quality or seasonal phases, 5 phases to cultivate, to maintain, take care of your body. In spring, corresponds with sprouting. In summer, go with the quality of growth. In long summer, transforming. When we introduced the 5 seasons, I think I told you there's a 2 theory. One is to say that there's a certain date after summer. That's one season called 长夏, long summer. But it's another theory said that these 长夏, this long summer or late summer, actually divided, spread out in every spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So it takes off 18 days of each season because the transformation is always happening. So I go with this theory. So this 5 season go with this 5 quality: birth, sprouting, growth, transforming, or inter-transforming between yin and yang, and harvesting, collecting, then store it, put in storage. Li Xia is the first day, symbolizing or landmarking the starting of the summer is here. So the whole summer go with the quality of growth. When things grow, you don't want to disrupt it. You don't want to disturb it. You want to maintain it to its full extent, full expand, full potential. That's in summer. So that's how you want to maintain what you eat. It's like fire starting, getting bigger and bigger. You don't want to put the water. Put it off. If you drink too much cold stuff, if you drink too much green tea, that's kind of a way to put out the fire inside your body. It's not good. So as a reflection, as a result, some years later, maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, maybe 20 years later, you got all kind of body pain all over your body. That's from the perspective of traditional Chinese medicine. That's the cause. So every single season you want to maintain. In spring, you want to maintain cultivating carefully the birth or sprouting. You're like a little thing just popping up out of the ground. You want to take care of it. You don't want to water too much, but you want to water it. You want to fertilize it, but not too much. When it's grown, you just let it grow. You don't want to put out the fire, right? And then in every season, the 5 seasons, you want to maintain observing the changing, the transforming. It's just like a plant popping up the ground and grow, then blooming. then start to have the fruit. You'll have more leaves coming out, more branches just stretching out. Then that's summer. That's 长. That's growth. You want to support it. You don't want to put it off. That's what happened in this season. And this is the day to remind you. You want to pay attention to that. To this 长, 生. This character 生, just like a plant or grass popping out of the ground and keep growing and growing and growing and growing. That's 生. 长. It's an old man with long hair and with a walking stick here, the walking stick. And here's her hand, walking stick. Your baby learning walking, then you eventually you can walk, and eventually you can run, and you grow up. When you get old like me, maybe 10 years later, maybe 8 to 20 years, I need a walking stick. Growing. So using this to symbolizing growing. 长. Another pronunciation of this character is 长, longer. When you're a baby like this, you grow to 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet, or somebody even 7 feet. So that's 长. So we need to maintain to growth in summer. Because the whole cosmic climate is to helping, to supporting growth. If you want to growth, whatever, the project you're doing, the company you're maintaining, or business you're doing, or your learning process, you start a new program, like you're learning Chinese culture here, you want to expand in it, this is a season to expand everything. You don't want to limit yourself, you want to expand. That's called 长 here. 花 is transforming, right? Yeah, this man is a woman. This is yang and this is yin. I just keep intertransforming. That's called 花. All right. So there's a hand with a stick. Take things over here. Just lock it up. Put it back. Lock it up. And show harvesting. 长, in winter, you harvest all of the crops. That's symbolizing the crops. All crops is a kind of grass, right? And put it into a place. Somebody is watching it, and also watching it with an arm. It's cool. It's an arm. Spear. Put it into a place. Big eye looking to it, and also use the arm to safeguard it. That's called a 长. So there's 5 phases, what we call the seasons of life cycle: sprouting, growth, transforming, harvesting, and storage correspond respectively to the 5 seasons: spring, summer. I would translate it as long summer, autumn, and winter. But Li Xia is today to symbolizing the beginning of summer, that you want to really maintain this, expand this. If you're doing a business, feel free to expand it. If it is in winter, you want to think about this. Because no matter how special you are still in the big cosmos. Big cosmos is growing. At least you don't want to limit yourself too much. Okay?